This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Ragin Bull, Manny Fernandez.
You just saw it, Daddy. You know, the action starts heating up, and a lot of people, when it gets hot, like to melt. Well, I hope that Pistol Pez Watley, or whatever you want to call yourself, in your army with Paul Jones, come on and get some, because, you know, all my life I've been recruited to a lot of major institutions. And Boogeyman recruited the Bull for one thing. Shaska Watley or Pez Watley, whatever you want to call yourself. T. Joe Khan, Baron Von Raschke, and the awesome Barbarian. Well, baby, when you mess with a B&B Incorporated, the Bull and the Boogeyman, you're going to get a lot of rock and roll, but it's going to be doing all over your body, because we do the rocking and you do the rolling. So Paul Jones, if you want to mess with the best, baby, you pick on the Boogeyman and mess with his hair. You can take a lot of a man's pride, you know. You can take his money. Maybe you can even take one of his old ladies. But you don't mess with his hair, baby, because when you do that, you cut up a little piece of his heart. And when that little piece of heart comes back to haunt you, you're going to know that B&B Incorporated are back in town and back together. We come together a long time ago to get rid of the likes of Abdullah the Butcher. Well, he's gone, baby. He's feeding somewhere in the rice paddy, getting a little fatter. So, Barbarian, you take the heat, the warning. Pez Watley, the Bullman's coming, and Boogie's going to come dance. Let me tell you, all the people in San Antonio, Texas, as you all know, el corazón de San Antonio va a venir otra vez el mayo el 22. Van a ver el Boogie y el Toro. Esta vez cuando vinimos a San Antonio, Chaska, Pez Watley, Paul Jones, or anybody else, con el Toro y el Boogeyman, baby, you ain't going to get down. Because we are doing the getting down now. This 1986, the official claim, the Rage of 86. We're coming to town. This time, it's going to heat up, but we're going to be the heat.
We'll be back right after this time out.
So anyway, you're talking to Miro.
And then I got to wondering first of all, how many cliches can you use in one interview?
All of them. He used all of them.
He did. So we were talking about, and I got to thinking, how many matches have I seen? Have I called?
Right.
It's just, I mean, I can sit down and count the number of baseball games I've done, because it was a season. It was a finite season. It was 144 games plus any playoffs. And I did those for 11 years plus another 5 before that. So 16 years of baseball. I can count the number of baseball games I've done, but there's no way to get an accurate count of the number of wrestling matches that I've either seen or called. I mean, it's obviously in the thousands. So when someone asks me, do you remember this? It's not because I'm old and decrepit, which I am, but it's not because of that. It's because I've just done too much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No.
Yeah, there you go. So it's when it's your job, it changes your perspective. It really does.
It all runs together. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure baseball players are like that as well, with the exception of Chipper Jones. And I did have a chance to talk to Chipper on a number of occasions when I was with the Braves. And Chipper was kind of like Ted Williams. He could remember almost every pitcher and every pitcher that struck him out and what they did. He had a great mind for that. That's why he was a great hitter. So anyway, so the Raging Bull apparently is going to be teaming with Jimmy Valiant a little bit more here, I guess. I'm not sure. Sometimes he confused me on these interviews.
And he confused himself.
Yeah. We'll do rock and roll all over your body, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to rock you, and we're going to do the rocking, and you're going to do the rolling.
Right, right. Yeah, but he had a very good presence. I mean, he knew how to look into the camera. He sounded like he knew what he was talking about, even though when you picked it apart, you really weren't sure.
I love when he would finish. He would say, "Oh, in San Antonio, blah 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 blah."
Right.
I feel like that was just for Dave Silva, by the way.
Everything that we do on a Hispanic level is for Dave Silva.
Yes. And going, not just being you, but in wrestling, period.
Yes. Everybody talks to Dave Silva.
When Penta comes out and goes 0, whatever.
Yep.
You know, the 0, no, whatever he says, you know. He's doing that for Dave's wife more than Dave. It's been well established. Dave doesn't even speak Spanish.
Wouldn't it be great to have Dave speak for Penta instead of Alex Abrahantes?
By the way, is Alex having the time of his life or what?
It comes right through. It comes right through his skin that he is so excited.
He is so excited. And I love him. He's one of the genuinely nicest guys.
Yes, he is.
that I've ever met in the
Yes, he
professional
is.
wrestling space. Legitimately.
Yeah.
How do you
He
not
really
love
is.
that guy? Great guy.
Hey, so I've been having a lot of fun backstage. Oh yeah, we have an announcer room, and I've been. I used to hang out in the social media room with Jeff or in the hallway there, but now I hang out in the announcer room, and Taz is in there, and Taz is in there. Alex Marvez, Excalibur, Alex Abrahantes, the great Justin Robertson. Taz has TV on. He's watching Mets games.
Getting
And
frustrated with every pitch.
oh yeah, oh yeah. But I just thought that I've been hanging out a lot more with Taz than usual. He does make me laugh. I have to admit that he makes me laugh.
Have you
a lot.
shown him the shirt that says mock?
No, I have not. I need to do that. I need to remember to do that.
Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like him and JR were having some fun with each other.
Boy, do they ever. Then he'll go back and he'll say, "Hey, JR, does he want it? Is he like really pissed at me?" I said, no, Taz, everybody's really pissed at you.
Yeah, it's not unique to JR.
That's right.
Eat.
We just kind of don't put up with your shit anymore, dude. So someone to tell him that we've talked about him on the podcast. And
My favorite though is when JR tried to do a Taz impression.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.